I just have to make
I don't
sure.
know if that helps.
I have to make sure we have a quorum if we need to vote on anything. So that's why I'm going through the voting members. But thank you. Appreciate that. Evelyn, are you on the call? Sarah? And Brittany? Okay, so I have 6 voting members present. That sounds right to everybody. So we do have a quorum, just barely. All right, so we can go ahead and improve the minutes from our last meeting. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to review them. Does anybody have anything that needs to be changed? No,
This is
everything.
Max. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Max. Anybody second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Any nays? All right, we can move on. Darlene, floor is yours for ADQ updates.
Okay, thank you. So first, I'm going to start by sounding like a broken record, I know, but from the drinking water team, I just wanted to remind you all, and I realize I may be preaching to the choir here, that when you upload results that are above an MCL or a positive total coliform, it's really important that we get the date that you notified the water system in the comments at least. We rely on that information to require follow-up things. Some of these follow-up actions have timelines with them, and those timelines start when the lab notifies the customer. So those are very important. So just a reminder to add those in the comment sections. Please, please, please. The next thing, and I'm going to steal some of Robert's thunder here, I'm sorry, the sample temperature policy. So I was contacted since our last meeting by 2 different labs actually about this policy, and it's the one that says that if the sample's temperature is not at the right temperature when it's received by the lab, but it's been only a certain amount of time since the sample was taken, that it's okay. I did hear about this when I worked in the lab. I was unaware it was an ADQ policy, so I had to do some digging. We found it in a remedial project section QAP. It's out of date for sure. So we would like to do kind of like a roundtable, get some stakeholder input as we work on determining if we need to update this policy, and if so, how to update it. So what I'm asking, and I'll put my email address in the chat, is I would like some stakeholder feedback from you guys from the labs. You have the ability to put your input on the table when we're looking at this policy, so that we get, you know, the people who are actually using this, we get your opinions on the matter. So my ask is, if you would like to be considered a stakeholder for this process, I'm not sure when we're starting yet, but this is the first step. Please send me an email and let me know that you or somebody from your lab is interested in participating. This doesn't mean your name will be like posted as part of the policy or anything. We're just trying to get feedback to make it the best policy that we can. So yeah, so what we found was out of date and needs to be redone. I'm going to put my email in the chat so you can reach out to me. Please reach out to me and we can get started on this process, and we'll keep you guys updated at this meeting. And that is all I have. Are there any questions at all? Okay, thank you.
Carling, this is Robert.
Yeah.
So we did have some discussion on this temperature issue in our recent ALA meeting. And as you mentioned, it's been an ongoing kind of informal policy for a while. We did kind of look at if there was any existing guidance from EPA. And one of our members had a good suggestion that we may want to look at some of the sample temperature receipt policies that EPA uses for UCMR. They have some fairly well-developed guidance that might be useful to inform this policy.
That is a very good suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carling. Robert, you have the floor now.
Thank you. So I think we've covered one of our ALA updates already on the sample temperature policy. The other just concerns the updates, the proposed updates to the Arizona lab licensure rules. So just a question for ADHS regarding the anticipated timeline for that process, and if we expect there to be some type of stakeholder process that laboratories can weigh in on.
So will there be stakeholder input? Yes. Yes, there will be a process once we have finalized revising or updating methods and updating the references and so forth. Where are we on that? It's progressing. Mary, would you like to add
Sure. Yeah.
additional information?
Yeah, I can speak to this a little bit, Frank. Yes, unfortunately, the revision process is going a little bit slower than we had anticipated. We had originally wanted to have a draft ready this summer, but this year we've been operating short one FTE. We've had multiple staff taking medical leave, also just with the budget cuts to the health department in general this year. Not that this program has been affected by budget cuts, but everything that's been going on with that has kind of been pulling management away from other priorities. So we have fallen a little bit behind our original plan for this draft, but now I would hope we could still have a draft ready for stakeholder comment, hopefully by the end of the year. So that's my new goal right now, if that helps. Hopefully the good news is that delays your fees increasing a little bit, so hopefully that's helpful.
That does help. Thank you. Appreciate that update. And that's all I had for ALA updates.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Robert. It looks like we don't have anything for MALA or DHS or any older items for discussion. Is there anything in those categories that we need to address that didn't get into the agenda? Okay. So I guess we can move to setting the next meeting date.
So let's see. I have March, I believe it was 5th. I'm trying to run to it here real quick. Oops. Yes, March 5th. That's the first Thursday of 2026. Does that sound acceptable?
Yes, it works for me. Anybody have any objections to that?
Sounds good.
Yeah, looks like it'll work for me.
All right. Then we will put it as March 6th. And that adjourns the meeting for today before we jump into new business. So we'll adjourn at 10:15.
I just want to confirm. I think it's March 5th, Thursday.
Is it the 5th?
Oh, okay.
You are, yeah,
Yes, March 5th.
it is March 5th. You're correct. Thanks, Max.
Yep, no problem.
We were all looking at Friday. Wanting it to be Friday. Okay.
I understand that.
Perfect. All right. Does anybody have new business to bring up?
Yeah, this is Matt. Frank, I have a question. Do you still want us to keep asking for director approval because we're already starting our baseline monitoring for the Arizona water quality standards, and we're already switched over for fecal coliforms, and of course we requested to do chlorite for wastewater, and you don't have a method, of course, for that. So do you want everybody to keep asking for director approval on, or do you want to let?
So we put out an update to the Part E of the application, in which we director approved a handful of methods that DEQ had listed. The method in question that you are referring to, it was not one of them. We are director approving it. And it's in the process.
Yeah.
For 300.1.
Yeah, just because of, a lot of these methods are for drinking water, and you don't have them on the approval list for wastewater matrix.
Right. We had initially the thought was we felt that most of the labs were doing 300, and you can do chloride by 300. But if you opt for 300.1, then yeah, we have to go through the director approval process.
Well, yeah, we are still doing 300.0 for chloride. It works on either one of those methods, but I don't think you listed any of those for a wastewater for a matrix. You list 300.0 for chloride?
Let me run to the director proposals. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. I said that wrong. We director approved bromate and chlorite by 300.1 Rev 1. We director approved haloacetic acid by GCECD 552.3 Rev 1, and THMs by GCMS 524.2 Rev 4.1 for wastewater per the DEQ request. It's director approved already
For 300.1.
for 300.1.
Okay.
Hi, Frank. I actually had a question in regards to that. So for the HAAs for 552.3, would I need to do a director approval for 557? Because that's how we run HAAs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, everybody. Any other new business that we'd like to discuss? All right, hearing none, I think we're ready to wrap up for this meeting. Thanks, everybody, for joining, and have a great weekend. We'll see you in 6 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al. Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.